Of it all, untouchable, a new animal. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Jeremy LaRose. This is our little project horse, Enzo. Today we're gonna be working on hip control. So we're gonna keep up with that series. We've been spending some time with it. I really wanna focus on, now that we have a control of our back end to where we can put our spurs on and our horse just moves his hips really freely. So I can set the spur on, move his hips over. See, I don't need to change my hands. I don't need to offset my weight. I can stay really centered on his back and push his hips around. So I need that amount of freedom to move my hips around, but now I need the ability to pick up my middle. So everything we're gonna work on today is about being able to drop right here at your withers and pick up your middle. So two really important areas. This is probably the most common mistake that I see people make, is that they might get their back end good and their front end good, but they don't have this piece in, right? So if I'm not the highest part of my horse's back when I'm sitting on him, then he's gonna be balancing off something else. So if this part's the highest part of his body, he's balancing off his neck. If this part's the highest part of his body, he's balancing underneath me. If this part's the highest part of his body, he's probably falling downhill, right? So we've got a horse here, we've got kind of our parts and pieces broke loose. We have a little bit of back up button right here where I can squeeze both spurs, see his belly come up to me, I'll release, we'll go to it again, squeeze both spurs, belly up to me, there, like that. And you see that neck kind of come down automatically. So we're gonna use that button while we do our maneuvers. We're gonna squeeze both spurs while we go to our maneuvers to encourage this horse to lift his back and break on both ends. So get your butt down, get your head down, and pick your belly up, right? Remember, if this piece is up, if this angle is angled up, he can't pick his shoulders up, okay? It locks his withers right here. It locks his shoulders pushing down all the time. So I need a horse that will pick his shoulders up, and it's gonna be from taking my hands wide, right here, ask this horse to drop in, putting a little shuffle on there, squeezing both feet there. Now his neck drops down. And that's really like my show horse look, right? Is I want that kind of arching slope down to his ears. I don't want him jammed up in his head and neck. I don't need him to be up here. This is bad, right? So we see this a lot. We see horses that jam up in their neck, they jam up right here. All this muscle is engaged, but this isn't, right? So I end up with a big problem in my horse. He's not using this big muscle right here. This is actually pretty soft, but this is pretty rigid. So he's really using this muscle right here. I don't need him to use this muscle. I don't want him to break right there. I want him to break in his withers. So pull your belly up, break in your withers, there, like that. So we're gonna really focus on that today. I'll show you kind of some of the maneuvers that I use to take away a horse's head and neck if they want to pop into their lope-offs like this one wants to, especially for him going to the left. So we'll get up here, we'll move off, we'll get right started. One of the big areas that you're going to find this problem is when you go to do a turnaround. So what that turnaround will look like, a lot of the times we're going to go right here and see his neck come up, see how he comes up right here in his neck. That's gonna jam his shoulders up and then he's gonna get lost in his turn. So what we'll use our hands low and ask him to drop low in his neck while we turn. So see me shuffling my hands wide, ask this horse to drop his neck down. I wanna feel if there's any pressure that I apply to his side that makes this piece wanna come up. Because if I apply pressure with my spur and this piece wants to come up, then every time I go to my spur, he's gonna be lifting his neck right here, and we're gonna be just in kind of a bad spot. So I wanna be able to turn both directions and break that neck down. You see I've got that left rein just laid against his neck, taking both my hands, shuffling them right here, bringing his neck into that. That's pretty good right there, is what I like to see. So I like that neck to come down. I like him to kind of follow his nose down and around that turn, kind of down and around, follow through right there. And you see him kind of want to jut his nose and reach out and pick his neck up. So I want to stay until he drops his nose and keeps his shoulders moving there. And what he's kind of telling me is whenever you ask me to open up my shoulders, whenever I have to make this move underneath of you, my neck's going to come up. So I can't open my shoulders without picking my neck up. Well, that's going to be a problem when we go to lope, because his shoulders loping are going to open and close a lot. So if he's got to open his shoulders and lift his neck, I'm going to find that problem right in here. Okay, so anytime he wants to lift his neck and pop up like that, I'm going to find it right there. So this is probably the one time that we start really working on headset, is when we go to break his neck loose from his shoulders. So I don't think he knows that he doesn't need his neck to make this move. See how he wants to lift up whenever he crosses those shoulders over. There, better. We'll turn loose and pet him. okay? I want to be able to make that move at a walk, trot, and lope. So I'll jog up, jog around here, take his neck to the side, bump him down as I ask those shoulders to come around. So see how I keep my left hand wide, giving him lots of room to break into this, to drop in. When I feel like his neck doesn't want to come up, we'll turn loose and we'll let him practice a straight line. So right here, my rhythm is good, my neck is down, we'll practice a straight line. Pretty good right there. I like how his neck is just hanging right there. Good, good. His neck wants to come up right there, so I could stop, I could circle up, right here, circle again. See his neck want to come up. So I'm putting that bump on there wide, his neck is wanting to come up. I want him to want to stay down in his neck. He does not need this piece of his neck to make this trot circle. And you see how now his neck looks a lot more full. He's using this piece right here to trot around that circle. So that's what I want. I want him to balance up right there. And now his shoulders are up, his neck is right there in my hands, and I'm really liking how he's using his body, okay? So when I go to lope off, I'm gonna come through, take that neck to the side, we'll break down to a walk. We'll ask this neck to come in, drop in here, just keeping everything in motion, keeping everything loose and soft. See how that nice, easy, clean steps right there. We talked about this before, walk in that circle. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm asking him to lope off by kissing and applying my outside foot, and I'm gonna keep shuffling my hands right here. I've got him kind of locked in position right here, so he can't lift that neck into the lope off. Now I'm gonna use my arena to kind of plan out. I wanna be able to lope that line right there and have that be pretty cute. So I'm gonna press right here. See that neck wanna shoot up. Good, I like how I lifted that shoulder for that lope off. Very good. Stayed right down there in my hands, that's awesome. So I'm gonna stay in this circle for a minute. I'll turn loose, ride straight. Right here, good. He's staying down in his neck cute right there. Very good, very good. Very good. So I let him practice. If he starts popping his neck up or I get down to the end of my arena, I'll just break him back down to a walk, take this neck to the side, take this neck away from him. See, I'm giving him lots of rein to be able to drop down. I'm not looking for his chin. If I were to set him down, that's the rein length that I'm on. So you can see that big drape in my reins. It's pretty showable loop. It's a pretty showable length of rein. So I want to be able to work on this kind of long rein, give him lots of room to drop down. If I'm tight with my hands here, I'm gonna get a lot more chin than I want. I want to drop in his neck. So right here, we'll ask him to lope again. Not quite as good as the last one, but not bad. You see how funky this lope can get, right? Again, I'm just gonna stay here until he finds his rhythm. Good. Then I'll turn loose. And I feel like I got a horse that's down in my hands right there. Much better. Just ride whatever he gives me. Loping along here. Ooh, let's stop. Let's go the other way. So I got a little shove right there. We're gonna take that out, a little back step, turn the other way, work this right side. So again, turn, drop your neck, turn, drop your neck, good boy. Keep my hands busy right there, good lope off. You see, really kind of unleashes that front leg. I really like how that leg comes out here, pops up on the outside shoulder, and I really like this lope right here. So this is much better than we had last week. You guys saw the video, really like that. So now I'll turn, again, same deal. Keep my inside leg close so he doesn't fall over, and then set him down. Ride straight between my hands and my feet, ride straight, ride straight, ride straight, ride straight. We'll turn again, inside hand low, onto my, that's okay, we'll just lope back off. Then he missed it, right? So that wasn't a very good lope off. So I'm gonna take him in this turn again. See how my neck is wanting to come up? We're gonna tell him, don't come up with your neck. Don't come up with your neck, stay down, there. Stay right down, see how low my inside hand gets. I'm right down by my knee with my inside hand. Good boy, very good. Again, I'm not looking for level here, right? If I bring him to level, I'm not gonna have a showable horse when I'm done. I need to bring him down way below level. So he's gotta figure out, how do I make this corner without my neck at all? Good boy, set him down and ride. Outside rein steer, good, 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 good. Whoa, stop, very good, like that line. Very good, little reward here. And we'll go to turn again. So same deal, back to my left hand low, outside wall, making the turn right here, keeping his hip on the inside with this foot, lope off, left hand really low, good lope off. Good, good, good. Keeping my inside leg close by, keeping pushed up off the outside leg onto my inside leg. Come around here, neck low and turn, neck low and turn. This is the same circle as I was doing at my walk, just add a lope. I'm asking him to rock over his hips, stay in position off my outside foot, ride to my inside spur. I don't want to make this circle like this, because look, he doesn't have to get round. Do you see the difference in that lope? Do you see how I cannot keep my hip on the inside very well if I got this leg out here doing nothing, right? I want to push my horse from the outside to my inside. So if I take both sides of his body and I squeeze both sides at the same time, wrap both spurs in, then I have this button right here, where he lifts up into me. Lift your back, come up into me, there. Lift your back, come up into me. So I use that on my lope circle to get him to keep this part of his body up and over so that this makes a clean line this way, okay? So when we're doing that circle, you can see where I got both spurs close by, walk in my little circle here, ask him to come into this, and then lope up. Lope onto my inside foot. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Lope onto my inside spur. Up, off my outside, onto my inside. Up, off my outside, onto my inside. Now straight. And stay right there. I lost him, right? So I lost him right there. He kind of shoved on me to the outside. Didn't stay between my hands. Got to stay right here. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. There, out. Pick up. Little corner here. Left hand low. Outside hand on his neck. Make the corner. I don't love how he made that, but hey, this is a good line right here. Set him down. Good boy. And you can see where he's wanting to drift a little bit right through here, falling in with his shoulder. So we can fix that like this. Neck down. Outside rein up. Inside leg on. Stay over here. Respect this leg. And then lope back out. Hands low. Good boy. Good boy. Push that hip over. Good boy. And when you're working on this hip control for the first time, you got to push those hips around. So important to keep an eye on where your shoulders are going. Okay? If I don't make a good line with my shoulders, then, if I don't make a good line with my shoulders, then I don't know if his hips are really moving over or not, right? So I've got to have an idea in mind. Good boy. Good lope on. Lost him in a couple strides into it. Lost him, so we'll just shut him down. Say drop your neck, stay down, stay down, stay down. Push his hip into me right there. Push that away. Good boy. Yeah, ran out of room. Move him over. Push that hip over. Lope back up. Neck down. Both spurs. Good lope off. Stayed way down his neck. I didn't feel like he wanted to come up. Very good. Lost him a little bit right there. You see me pick up my hands and adjust him. Good boy. Ooh. Good boy. Very good. We're just on pat him for that. We'll turn here. Neck down. Inside hand low. Good boy. Good boy. Right here. Very nice. Very nice. Push that hip over a little bit. Good. Circle. Neck down, onto my inside foot. Don't just turn this leg loose, right? Look what happens if I turn that leg loose. Circling with my neck down. This is both spurs in here saying pull your belly up, pull your middle up, pull your middle up. Both hands low. Good boy. Out, ride straight. Got a little lost. I sped him up a little bit. Good boy. Good boy. See, I got a horse not pushing on my hands at all right here. He's a little up in his neck. We'll drop him down again. We'll sit back, sit square, make this circle, shuffle my hands down. He's going to have a hard time figuring that out. There, stay till he finds himself, set him down. Oh, very good, very good. You can see how much loping practice I'm getting, how much practice I'm getting stopping, turning, doing different things. Turn again. Work this left side. Dodge my flower plot here. Lope up. Good. Still came up a bit in his neck right there. I'm going to correct that just because I know this left side's a little bit of a struggle for him. So I'm going to help him out. I'm going to say, hey, let's stay down a little bit further with our neck. So left hand low and wide. Good boy. And then just lope straight. So see how I turn the wheel and then lope straight. Good boy. Ooh. So right here, that little push on me right there. Turn the wheel. Wheel is turned. Drop your neck down. Left hand low and wide. Lope up. Wheel is straight. I don't like that one at all. So you saw him swish his tail. He was like, I'll just jump through this one. We'll turn. Right here. Lope up. Much better. Much better. So if I feel like his neck wants to pop up on me, through that turn and lope off, then I know if he flips this up, he's gonna be dropping this down. So that is a direct boomerang, right? So if you look at me, I start out with my back end coming up, flips his head. You see I didn't have to break in the middle and get round. So what I'm really looking for here is a horse that breaks this way. So when I lope him off, he breaks right here, up underneath me. So that's bow spurs in, keep your neck down, keep your back up, right here. Batter, 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 let him ride. Batter. Corner, he wants to fall in real hard, I'm gonna stay. He's gonna struggle with this, see him jump around, kind of get funky with his legs. I feel him wanting to pull on my hands. He's wanting to use this piece right here. He says, I can't lope without this piece right here, bud. I can't do it. And I'm saying, yes, you can. Figure it out. Think about it. Use your body. Figure it out. He's flipping his head like this. I know he's using his neck. Pull those shoulders up. Good boy. And I'm trying to tell him you don't have to do that. Right here, drop his neck down. Good boy. Out. Straight wheel. Turn. Hear how much help I'm giving it. Bring this up. There. Good boy. Good. That's a pretty tough move, right? That's a pretty tough maneuver. So you can see how sweaty my horse is. That's why I'm not getting too aggressive, right? I'm not overworking him here. I want to give him a good workout. This is something that's going to take a lot of strength to get done and get done well. So I want to make sure he gets strong, and it's just kind of putting his body in a position where it's going to get stronger every single ride. When you do this, you're going to see this muscle right here build up. You're going to see his rib line build up, and you're definitely going to see his hip build up because he's got to keep driving that hip underneath him. If you watch this horse over the last even few videos, you would have seen his back end slow down a ton, and it gets just stronger, more powerful position. So that's really what we're looking for. So awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. I'm Jeremy LaRose. This is LSH Live. We can't do this without our Patreon supporters, so we appreciate each and every one of you. We make new videos every week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.